There is some breaking news coming out of China. They have just reported a new variant. It's being called a subvariant of Omicron, but they're saying that it has 14 genetic changes. And because of those 14 genetic changes, this new variant may be more transmissible than previous variants. Hello, everyone. I'm a doctor. And on this video, we are going to talk about the new COVID variant that's emerging in 2025. Let's get right into it. So, there's been a lot of discussion about this new COVID variant that's emerging in 2025. For the most part, the data is still preliminary. We don't have a ton of information about this new variant. However, here's what we know so far. First of all, where did this variant come from? It was first detected in Wuhan, China. And according to the Chinese authorities, this variant has now spread to over 20 provinces in the country. Now, this variant appears to be a sublineage of the Omicron variant that we've been talking about for the past 2 years. Specifically, it is a descendant of the XBB subvariant. And right now, they're calling this new variant XBB.1.5. Now, they say that it has 14 genetic changes. And because of those 14 genetic changes, this new variant may be more transmissible than previous variants. And specifically, they are saying that it has 3 key mutations that may allow it to better bind to human cells, which could lead to increased transmissibility. However, even though this variant may be more transmissible, at this point, they are not saying that it's more severe. In fact, they are saying that the clinical symptoms of this new variant are quite similar to other Omicron subvariants. That means that most people who get infected with this new variant will likely experience mild symptoms such as a fever, cough, fatigue, body aches, headache, nausea, diarrhea, and maybe a loss of taste or smell. Only 5% of people will have severe symptoms and require hospitalization. Now, this may sound scary, but we have to put this in perspective. First of all, we've been dealing with this virus for almost 4 years now, and every time we turn around, there's a new variant. Now, we do have tools to fight back against this virus like vaccines and antivirals. In fact, vaccines work very well against severe illness and death regardless of what variant you get. So if you're up to date with your vaccines, you should be protected against severe illness and death from this new variant. And remember, the vaccine protects you from getting sick, but it also protects the people around you from getting sick. That's called herd immunity. And the more people who are vaccinated, the harder it is for this virus to spread and mutate. So please get your vaccines and stay up to date with your vaccines. It's the best way to protect yourself and the people around you. And the second thing to keep in mind is that the vast majority of people who get infected with this new variant will have mild symptoms. Yes, there will be some people who get severely ill, but that's going to be a small minority. And finally, this virus is still not as deadly as the flu. The mortality rate from this virus is still less than 1%. That means that for every 100,000 people who get infected with this virus, less than 100 people will die. And for every 100,000 people who get infected with the flu, between 12 and 65,000 people will die. So this virus is still not as deadly as the flu, even though they're both caused by RNA viruses. The good news is that the vaccines that we have right now will work against this new variant. And we already have several new vaccines that are being developed specifically against this new variant. Those will be rolled out in the coming weeks. And as we learn more about this new variant, I'll be making more videos to update you guys. As always, stay safe and stay informed. Thank you for watching. Take care, everyone.